4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Gastlecast live on a Sunday. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming here and hanging out with us. It's been a wild week in Bricks and Minifigs news, and I thought we would talk a little bit about some of the things that's happened over the last couple of days, which we have not covered because we've been doing all sorts of stuff. We saw Toy Story 5, and we celebrated time with our grandfather.
Yep.
We did all sorts of cool stuff today, and here we are. We're here and we're live. And happy Father's Day to all the wonderful fathers out there. We have an announcement from Mischief Toys this evening. So
do we?
So hang tight because I think do we? You're the mastermind, Heather. But we'll have Mischief Toys news this evening. So stay tuned. I think you guys are going to be real happy to hear what we have to say. In addition to that, we will have even more Mischief Toys news, probably mid to end of this week, maybe into next weekend. So more Mischief coming your way. Thank you for making Mischief with us, by the way, on Friday. It was one hell of a day. Heather, you really outdid yourself this time with all of the Coven of Mischief things. How'd it go?
It went really well.
Yeah. Are you happy with the drop? And
of course I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved
But it was manageable, I guess is my question.
Yeah, I mean, I can take on anything.
Whoa, okay.
Really.
Okay.
I have a lot of fun doing what I do, and I'm really thankful to be able to do it.
Yeah. And you absolutely killed it as per usual. And I saw you today, actually. You're combining orders so you can ship things out in one box.
Yeah.
Instead of shipping things separately for people.
Yeah.
You're so sweet.
I try to do that as often as I can. I can't do it with every drop or anything, but this one, it's a good drop to be able to do that, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not like too crazy.
Yeah. No, you did a great job. And there was a lot going on Friday.
There definitely was, and I hope that everybody had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun here, but yeah, it's definitely more manageable when it's like pins and things like that. But like Christmas time, we did some prints, so it was like trickier to combine orders doing that stuff because it's like you have to make sure that nothing is going to harm the prints, and you have to have like a box that's like big enough for everything if you do combine orders. I don't even remember. I might not have combined prints at all last holiday.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't quite remember, but that's when it gets really tricky, is when you have too many things that are weird sizes that we don't necessarily have boxes for.
Yeah, and lots of things were ordered on the website to fulfill that $50 for your name to be dropped into a bucket to win this golden Gargoyle Ghastly figure, and it's the only one of its kind at this very moment, and we want to get this into the hands of one lucky Mischief Toys fan out there. Just to keep in mind, that sale is still going on for the Coven of Mischief as we speak. If you go on to mischieftoys.com and you sign into the Coven stead, you can pre-order the shirt and the hat that's available there. I think, do we have lanyards left?
We have lanyards left.
Okay.
We have some past merch. Fritz is about to fall off my lap.
We have past merch on there as well. But if they're in the Coven, if they would go buy a figure that's not actually in the Coven, does that count towards the $50? Or is it strictly only Coven?
Only Coven.
Only Coven merch.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Coven items, yeah.
Only Coven items. Okay. So you'd have to go out and buy or make purchases of Coven items, which we do have up on the website. Past hats, past shirts. You have to take a look at the sizes because we don't have all the sizes right now. Now, one big piece of news, because I want to get into the whole thing that we're going to be discussing here tonight. One big piece of news. What was I going to say? I cut myself off, and now I don't know what I was going to say.
Does it have to do with Mischief Toys, or does it?
It was Mischief Toys. It was Mischief Toys.
Okay.
It'll come back to me.
Okay.
Do you want to show them the brand new item now, since we're in Mischief Toys territory? Would you be interested in doing it now, or would you like to wait?
We can show it now.
You really show it now? Okay,
Yeah,
Heather, go ahead and you can show
I'm
it
really
off.
excited about it. We'll turn it to you for a moment.
Turn it to me.
Please. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
sure.
wanna. I need to unsheath it because
Oh,
that's
oh.
one thing I did
Oh.
not do before. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. The secret's out. Oh, my God. The secret is out, Heather.
No, it isn't.
No?
Not yet.
Okay. All right. Very good.
I hid it.
Now, this is something very cool, and I'm also going to give a little background information about something to do with this particular month. I want to keep everybody up to date. I want you all to know what the heck is going on with Mischief Toys behind the scenes. I always like to give a little bit of a tidbit of what the heck is going on. But as you know, Mischief Toys is always likes to do some form of a Pride drop. Now, we actually had a very special figure that was set for the month of Pride. And unfortunately, that figure sort of got held up. We don't believe it'll make it by the end of this month. It
No.
doesn't look that way at this point.
And-
Now, hold on. And so what we may do, we might end up dropping it this year, but maybe a little bit later than
Yeah.
usual. However, in order to still fulfill the Pride month, we actually do have a Pride item. And I think you guys are really going to like this. This is really a cool piece, in my opinion. As you all know, we have been doing celebratory 4-pin sets throughout the year, this year. And we have more coming your way in various forms. And this is the newest one to add to that list. There are only 50 count. And Heather, if you want to go ahead and show that puppy off.
We have Lovesick Ghastly
Yep.
Anniversary Edition in red, pink, green, and blue. This is LE50. We are so excited. They will be hand numbered and signed, and these will be dropping this week.
Absolutely. So be on the lookout for that. More information will be coming out on mischieftoys.com. So sign up for the newsletter and also go follow us on all forms of social media
Well,
at Mischief Toys.
I can give them more information now.
You can give more information.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're ready to release it now. Okay.
Yeah,
Heather, go
do
ahead.
you want to know when these are going to drop? These are going to drop this coming Friday at 12 noon Eastern.
All right. 12 noon Eastern,
Yep.
everybody. All right. So prepare yourself for that. But again, go follow Mischief Toys on all forms of social media at Mischief Toys. You can also join our group on Facebook called Mischief Toys Collectors. And of course, go to mischieftoys.com and sign up for our newsletter. Again, if you're in the coven, go spend your $50 to get your name into the hat or bucket for the Golden Gargoyle if you haven't done so already. Highly recommend that you go and pre-order all the merch because that merch is super sick. Before we get into the bricks and minifig stuff, go over to our Patreon. If you want to support this channel, go to patreon.com/Gastlecast. It's huge for us. That is the only way that we can make any sort of money on this channel in order to buy new equipment, to buy items that we give away, and much, much more. It is expensive to keep this thing above water, so your help through Patreon helps in a big way. And I just want to remind you, if you do not know already, or remind you or tell you for the first time, go to patreon.com/Gastlecast, join up, and every single month we go live with our patrons via Google Meet. We hang out, show you upcoming Mischief Toys things, and we also do a ton of giveaways. It's a great time. It's a really fun hangout. And if you like to nerd out about, Funko, Hot Toys, Lego, whatever, that's the place to do it. It's a great group of people. I think you're going to love it. So go and check it out at patreon.com/Gastlecast. So this weekend has been insane. And I have been keeping up with it. I don't know if you've kept up with it.
I have listened in on what you have been watching, but I have been spending a lot of time working, and I've been spending a lot of time watching Toy Story 5 and
Okay.
crying about it.
Okay.
It was a great movie. Highly recommend.
Highly recommend. I agree with you there, Heather. It is a great film. So what kind of caught my eye this weekend, well, a couple things, and we'll talk about both of these things. But the first thing that really caught my eye was the fact that there is see if I can find the video. There's somebody by the name of DFJ, and it's don't FCKW justice. So don't F with justice. And so basically in this video, the person who runs this channel is saying that her video was reported, and she's talking about bricks and minifigs. So in the video, she actually mentions the marketing director, and apparently when it comes to like YouTube and when you're reporting somebody, it has to be, I guess it has to be specific. Is she explained it in a better way than I am. I'm not explaining it in the best way. I will we'll give you the link to this video in the comments here shortly. But in the video, she talks about this marketing director, and she believes that is the exact reason why her video was reported. So she received an email saying that she has been reported for this video, for this content.
Interesting.
It is interesting. And so what I wonder is if this is the first of many reported videos, not just Reckless Ben, but this is going to bleed out into a bunch of other channels. Could it bleed out maybe into like channels like ours, right? Because there's a lot of channels covering this information right now.
Yeah.
Not only that, because I want to talk about, I'm just giving you the beef here of what's going on.
Okay.
The meat of it.
Tell me.
The Facebook group, which is based on the Bricks and Minifigs, I think it's called Bricks and Minifigs, We Steal from Old People. It's a group on Facebook, which you just recently joined up.
I did. I was invited actually by someone who wasn't you.
Really?
Yeah. Still salty about it.
Wow.
My own hubby wubby couldn't invite me, but someone else did.
Well, so that group is being reported as well.
That's what I heard, and they can't go public.
And they cannot go public
Yeah.
because of it. So Bricks and Minifigs, it appears, allegedly, they're doing everything they can to sort of keep the top on this thing.
So you know what I would do?
It's slowly, you know, well, not slowly, everything's seeping out, but they're trying to keep the lid on it.
So I know Facebook has a lot of rules when it comes to Facebook groups especially. But what if they plotted with everybody in there and they were like, hey, we're going to make this group and it's going to be about Barbies or something. Like,
Right.
That's going to be what it says. But really, they go public and then they change their name. We Steal from Old People's Bricks and Minifigs.
That's interesting.
What if they did that? Like, they went incognito. But see, the thing is, I think you have to be an established group. You have to have a certain amount of members.
Wow.
You have to have been around for a certain amount of time, I think. Like, I think there's all sorts of rules that go into making a Facebook group.
So I think at one point in time, they put out like a voting thing where you could vote for it to be public or private. And I believe they did go public for a moment, and then I think it switched back to private. I just remember something weird happening with that group.
That's interesting.
But here we are with this company, which I have never heard of something like this before. I mean, things just get more out of control with each day. So now they're reporting Facebook groups. They're reporting YouTube channels.
They're scared.
I mean, yes, I agree with that. But how petty are these guys?
They're very petty.
I just don't understand how they could allow it just to continue to go this far. I mean, it's like at a granular level now, like all the way down to even the tiniest things. Like this person who made a video, we're not talking about a 1 million subscriber channel or more. We're talking about in like thousands. They're going after really little channels. I mean, our channel is little for that matter. I mean, are they willing to come after us? I mean, I guess it depends on exactly what we say and if we hone in, because according to YouTube, like rules, you have to, there are things you can do and you can't do.
Yeah.
And so her video got reported. I'm assuming, I think she may have said that the video was pulled, but anyway, it was reported. She received an email and they were just beating the crap out of her. Over what? I mean,
I didn't watch the video, so I don't know.
No. I get that. I'm just saying, like, come on, really? This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So reporting a channel, the only channel that we're aware of now. I mean, I know Reckless Ben, they were after his channel. I'm sure they're after other channels. I'm sure channels will start speaking out.
Yeah.
We have done sort of a opinion piece here.
Yeah.
And we're just talking about the overall events of what's going on. We've been watching content, responding to that content,
Putting
right?
our thoughts into it.
Putting our
yeah.
thoughts, into these things. And we're not trying to uncover anything necessarily. I mean, we've done that with Funko.
Yes.
And we've gotten people from behind the scenes coming to us and giving us all sorts of information.
Yeah, which
and
has been interesting.
very interesting. It's also had the fan base sort of turn on us a couple times. I don't know why, but that's happened. But to be honest with you, and I think you can attest to this, the fan base that we're seeing today and the comments that we're getting today, far different from Funko fans.
Which is very strange. Now, I will say, we have met some amazing people through collecting, through having YouTube focused on Funko and other collectibles. But it's felt a lot more comfortable speaking out about this Reckless Ben thing, talking about that, and receiving, for the most part, very positive comments.
Yeah.
Rather than, they can go either way with Funko fans.
I
Like, if you
think-
say the wrong thing about Funko,
Yeah.
people will fucking shit.
But what I see are people being what I think is more fair. People commenting and saying, "Hey, this might not be right, and here's what should be, or here's what is right, or here's what I think is the right thing." Or whatever, right? Legally or whatever the case may be. It isn't, you guys are idiots for doing this. We've had a couple of those. But more or less, people have been really cool. And I really appreciate that, because what this is supposed to be is an open discussion where we're discussing all the things that are going on. So Toby here, I believe his name is it Toby? Tobyj, commented, anyone seen Reckless Ben and Company at the protest the other day? And yes. So we ended up...
You thought he had a mask on, but what did he actually have on?
He had a beard on.
Isn't that amazing?
It was really great. Yeah, it was really great. But him going down there is pretty impressive. In fact, they marched up to the police station, which is, that's insane. I mean, that's the wrong word to use. That is wild to me. It's wild. I think it's great that he did it.
Same.
I think him walking with all the protesters is great.
Yeah.
It was nice to see people banding together to do that.
Yes.
And I'll be honest with you, Heather, had I been there, if I lived there or I was nearby, I would have totally been a part of that. Because truthfully, we watched a video. It was filmed by this woman, and she filmed for like 3 hours and like 40 minutes. And I watched a lot of it. I didn't watch all 3 hours and 40 minutes because that's a lot. But I kind of skimmed through it and watched it. And just seeing the amount of support that was there was great. I did see that or notice that. The signs that they made up were great. Brick by brick was being yelled quite often. And then the man himself shows up. They talk for a bit. He's getting pictures of everybody. He's virtually become a celebrity at this point.
Yes.
He's a celebrity. So in the eyes of many people, maybe not, mainstream just yet, but in the eyes of many people, he is like a big deal, including me. I think I love what he's doing. I think it's fantastic. But him being there, it could be very scary for him. I mean, I know he's wearing a fake beard and all, which is great, but who knows what he's putting himself into by doing that, showing up and actually being there. I don't know what the end result of that could have been for him had they been aware. But I mean, that woman was live. That's the other thing about it. She was live walking around, and there he is. And he had a name for himself. I can't remember what the name was, but he called himself something else. Instead of Ben, it was something else. Because I watched another video today. There was a guy, and he walked up and he was talking to him, and he asked Ben something along the lines of if you wanted a Lego set, or you wanted to see a Lego set made, what would you want made? And somebody said a roller coaster, or he said a roller coaster. Ben said he wants to have a full size roller coaster created. And then the guy asked him, what would you do with $200,000?
Okay.
And he said, give all the money to Brian.
Aww.
Yeah. Which I thought was obviously. I mean, obviously, what other answers are you going to give?
Yeah.
If he was given $200,000, of course he would give it to Brian.
Yeah. We received an interesting comment, and I'm assuming this is directed towards us, but they commented like they made two like comments that are just regular comments. It was one regular comment, then sort of a comment that I think is I hope it's not directed towards us, but it's sort of harsh.
Okay.
And then like a regular comment.
Well,
So-
then I would assume it's probably directed towards maybe the, I don't know. What are
Yeah,
the comments? You want to read them?
So one of them was tomorrow will be the day. So yeah, apparently tomorrow there's going to be a hearing. I've been reading different like mixed things. So June 22nd, but then Ben said June 30th for the temporary restraining order. So I don't know if it got moved up or if it's like a prior to
Yeah.
the 30th. I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
what that's about.
If somebody in the comments knows here, or somebody watching, if you guys know, please let us know.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank
Yeah.
you.
We don't know everything.
No, we certainly do not. Then the person said, "You don't have any secret shit. Stop faking for clicks." So I just
We
want
don't
to
have any secret shit. What do you mean?
Yeah, I that's what they said. So I just want
Oh.
to say that we're discussing something that happened. So if that's towards us, I'm not really sure where that comment's coming from. But then they said tomorrow we'll tell the truth in the hearing. AFPD will lose.
Cool.
So it's like
I
don't-
hope.
I don't.
I guess.
It seems like they're still participating.
Yeah.
But if they're being mean
That's
to
okay.
us,
That's okay.
I don't
Look,
know what I
everybody
did
has-
with the cover.
They
like,
all
is
have
the
their
cover
they
photo
have their
misleading?
views. They have their views. It's fine. Ben went to jail 2 times for Brian's father, essentially a man he never met. How many people would do that? Kid is a hero for real. 100%. Yeah. It's impressive how what lengths he's willing to go. When I watched those videos originally, I was in awe because at first I started to feel like, is this fabricated? Is it fake? Is this some sort of Borat type shit? You know what I mean? It almost seemed like blurred lines, like it could. This just cannot be real. And then as the story went on, I'm like, holy shit, this is real. And seeing how, the law was handled, and seeing how people are, or how the police officers handled it and how shitty all that was, I'm thinking to myself, this is really scary because this could happen to anybody.
Yeah, over anything. Like, for the thing that stands out the most in this whole thing to me, I mean, obviously there's been a lot of like crazy stuff happening, but the fact that like multiple police officers raided this house because of talk
Yeah.
of stolen Legos with their weapons drawn is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, imagine if you make the wrong move. Like the one guy, Ben was going to go and like record on his phone and the officer like dislocated his shoulder or whatever. But like
Yeah.
if you make the wrong move, they can claim like, oh, I thought, they were going after a
Well,
weapon or something.
It's funny you say that
It
because
scares the shit
well,
out of
not
me.
only that, but there was a guy. So another guy on YouTube. Let me find his channel because I watched this video, and I can't even believe it. You have to. I think you have to. Seeing is believing, right? With a lot of this stuff, you have to go and see what happened to this guy. So let me see what this video is. This is the guy here. His name is Eagle Dog 4.
Eagle Dog.
So Eagle Dog 4 actually went down and was a part of the protests.
Oh, you told me about this.
He was a part of the protest, and you can when you watch his videos of like him out there protesting, he's like kind of like, I don't know, not having fun. I hate using the words having fun because that's kind of weird to say that, but he's out there and he's very energetic and he's like kind of doing his thing and he's talking to the camera, or talking to his, to audience or whatever through his phone and talking to people and everything else. And it all seems like this a lively, jovial type of guy. And he's down there doing the thing. He's down there protesting. Well, then he posts a video. This would have been the 20. So yesterday he posted a video, 9 a.m. This dude, by looking at his eyes, he looks like he has a concussion in the video. And not only that, this dude is bruised up. His hair's all messed up. This isn't made up. This, and the way he's even talking, it seems like somebody beat the shit out of this guy. And he shows you the bruises and everything on his body. This is what his house got raided.
Why?
By the police. Because I guess he was a part of this the protest event.
But
and
like,
so he got the shit beat out of him.
What would their reasoning be for doing that?
He I don't think he said anything. He talked a little bit about it, Heather, and my memory is awful when I watch this stuff.
Okay,
but
I'll watch it.
That's a picture of like his bruises on his arms.
What the fuck?
I mean,
man?
no matter what, like this dude got jacked the fuck up.
Yeah,
like big time jacked up. And you see that, and it's like, man, this is really awful to see somebody get really beat around like this. It's really scary to see that, because you think to yourself, like, if one day out of the blue, could somebody, I don't know, could something happen and then the police come, and it's minor, and the police come and beat the shit out of you? I mean, I come from a family I have police officers in my family, and they've told me about their history and everything, and they're stand-up guys. Like they're for they're protecting people. That's the whole thing, right? Never in a million years would I have ever expected my pop-pop to tell me that he went over to somebody's house over stolen Legos and beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
You know, or dislocated their shoulder.
Yeah.
You know?
Or draw a weapon. Unless, like, okay, if Ben and company, you know, we're going after their knives in their back pocket or something. Like, that would be reason
if
to
it was
draw.
reported that they had weapons. So if it's reported, hey, you know, they've been seen to have a weapon or something. So make sure, you know, they're armed and dangerous, right? If they said something like that, then yes. But
there's a murder about to happen in this house. Send all your police officers over. Like,
what channel was it that we watched? And the guy mentioned, man, I can't remember what channel it was, but basically the cops went in. It was one of the lawyers. The cops went in to remove the people and to basically manhandle the people and not actually look for the Legos.
You watched that one. I did not.
I can't remember who it was now, but I watched that and I was like, damn, you know what? That's absolutely right. That's the thing, is some of the legal side of stuff, or like the eyes of somebody who was once a police officer or somebody who's a lawyer, and they look for those types of things. Dummy Chris isn't looking for some of this stuff.
No, I wouldn't either.
That's something that I don't pick up on. And when somebody mentions that, I'm like, holy shit. Yeah. How did I miss that?
So something that I think about all the time, and I think this is why I'm like so focused on that, is I tend to, like, when I'm watching stuff, I tend to put myself in people's shoes.
Yeah.
And think, like, how would I feel if that happened to me? And watching that footage was terrifying. Like, it freaked me out in a really bad way.
So, Nailhead59 saying he's a First Amendment auditor. Oh, interesting. And then First Player Token says, I actually like most First Amendment auditors. Yeah, some of them are interesting. Like, they go in with like a purpose.
America's Lawyer?
It might have been, you know what? I think it was America's Lawyer. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, thank you.
But some of the First Amendment auditors are great and they're doing the thing. And then there's some that are just like bulls in a china shop and they don't know what they're doing. They're handling it all wrong. Just very loud and obnoxious. But I agree. There are some that are really great. And I always love watching the ones where they go in the post office. It gets really wild in the post office when they break those cameras out.
It does. Those videos annoy me. I don't know why. I think it. So I have this real like problem with if you're playing something on your phone and it's either something I'm not interested in, or you like happen to come into a room that I'm in and it's like halfway through and I have no idea what's going on. The sound really annoys me and I just get really annoyed and I get in a really bad mood because I'm like, why am I listening to this like halfway through video or whatever that you're listening to? I don't know what's going on and I don't know what about it, but it just makes it sound more annoying when I have no idea what's
I put
going
on Clerks 2 last night. You acted like that,
I was very agitated.
which is one of the great one of my favorites.
I'm not saying it's not a good movie.
Yeah.
I love those films.
Yeah,
I was just like
weren't in it.
really interested in watching like something different.
I understand.
Yeah. But I would like to read some comments, and I'm going to
Sure.
start with the most important comment.
Okay.
Show What You See is watching us right now with their kitty right beside them.
Oh,
And they said that my kitty is so cute. Fritzy, do you hear that? You're so cute.
he really is.
He really is. He's the cutest cat. This is Fritz.
By the way, there's a really good story about Fritz. He was saved. Just really quick for anybody who's new here, Heather, this cat showed up at our back door with a gash in his head. He was split wide open, and I don't think he would have survived it. But Heather called a group that's around here called Save Cats, and they trapped him. They brought him to their site. They repaired his head. They got him all situated. He got lost for 2 weeks. He like ran from them. They finally caught him. After all that, Heather was worried sick about this cat.
Yeah, that was another thing. I put myself in his shoes, and I'm like,
Yeah.
he was like 45 minutes from here.
Yep.
And I'm like, he doesn't know where he's at. He doesn't know where to get food or to sleep or what's safe and what isn't. Like, I cried over this cat that I didn't even know.
He was lost and scared.
Yeah.
And the Save Cats folks, they brought him back. They
Fritzy.
opened up the little cat carrier cage thing they had, and he ran out. He hissed at Heather and I. I'll never forget because it was raining out. And he hissed at us and he ran. And I looked at Heather. I go, "You did the right thing by getting him all fixed up." They also fixed him, but they went ahead and took care of him. And I said to Heather, I go, "I'm just glad that we did it. I'm glad that you did it." Heather has the heart of gold, man. I tell you, one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my entire life.
Hey,
She
thanks.
goes like on a fucking limb to make sure that animals, even outdoors that aren't even ours, take care of. And in fact, she's parading them in. I feel like we're getting more cats every day. Anyway,
We brought 2 in from outside.
but anyway, Fritzy came back. We end up calling him Fritz because I said he's on the Fritz, like the old saying. But he came back and we brought him in, and he's lived with us ever since. He's such a sweet cat, and he's just so thankful to be here. He loves that he has a home, and I'm so glad. So Heather, you did a brilliant job. Go ahead and read comments, Heather.
Guess what? He's my best friend. Nailhead, this is very interesting. So Nailhead, I'd be interested in knowing where he said this. Because if it was in the interview, I didn't quite catch it. But he said Chris Cuomo thinks Ben is going to buy a nice car.
Oh God.
So, I mean, I don't know if that's like a slight against Ben. So first of all, one thing that I need to say is no matter what Ben does with any money, like obviously we want, like, the GoFundMe money, for example, is supposed to go directly to Brian. Like, I trust that that's where it's going, right? I trust that his Patreon stuff's going to legal fees, but anything else, do whatever the fuck he wants with it.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, he created the content. He did the work. So why the fuck not? So if it's a slight, that's shitty.
Oh, can I make another mention?
Yeah.
Nailhead has like comments after comment, and I'm reading them like, oh my God, it's like making me remember things. When Ben was asked about the $200,000 in the protest thing I was telling you about with that guy, the guy asked him, "What would you do with $200,000?" He goes, "Oh, of course I would make sure Brian gets his money." And he goes, "Not probably should. I'd probably find a lawyer." It made it seem like he didn't find a lawyer yet, the way he said it. It was really weird. And it was kind of weird that he said, I wonder if he's just saying it.
I think he's saying it to fuck around.
Yeah, I think so too. Because I'm assuming he is, because everybody's saying he didn't find, or he didn't
That's
get one.
my guess.
And maybe he's just playing around. But anyway.
He's such a strange guy. Like, I'm really good at reading people. I cannot read him.
He's like Andy Kaufman. Andy Kaufman, or like Sacha Baron, was it Sacha Baron Cohen? With
he's
like
so funny.
Mm-hmm.
He's
I think he's just a brilliant guy, and he just does. his brain works obviously completely different than most of us. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I think that I really think that he was messing around.
Yeah.
I'd have to watch it to try to like see, but just hearing you say that, I don't know. I think he's fucking around. Okay, Nailhead said it's not a secret that the director of marketing at BAM has issued a takedown notice to a small YouTube creator.
Oh
okay,
yeah, true.
so I guess it was proven somehow. The channel, and I may misspell it, is Don't Fuck with Justice.
That's right.
Apparently Ben's name at the protest was Jerome.
Yes, Jerome. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes. It reminded me of Seinfeld because that's what Elaine calls Jerry. Jerome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nailhead thinks that this is lifting the curtain on a lot of things. I agree.
Agreed.
And powerful interests will influence the plaintiffs in the reckless Ben case to dismiss. So the plaintiffs would be Bricks and Minifigs, or there was that one case that was the city of Provo.
What'd you call it?
Parvo.
Parvo. What was it? It's a medical
like
condition?
Yeah,
for
it's
animal?
like dog belly issues or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How could you get those two things confused?
Listen,
Good Lord.
my that's how my brain was reading it.
By the way, we got super chats, 2 of them in a row. So just so you
Dang,
got a heads
okay,
up.
I'll
Yeah.
get, hold on. I'll get to those. That's fantastic. Thank you guys. Let's see. So I don't know what we were talking about this, or if this is
Read it. I'll tell you.
if this is referring to somebody else, but Spirit Warrior says, I can't help but wonder if that is what the police were doing. Get a response from Ben specifically or others on the team so the police will have a justification to more severe action against them.
Okay. Okay.
Did anyone hear about a Lego theft ring that got busted and in parentheses
Yes.
not BAM? That's from Bill.
I forgot about that. Yeah, so that was local.
To us?
Yeah, it was like in Virginia. Yeah, so there
Really?
was a group of people. Yeah, thank you for bringing it. Who brought that up?
That was Bill.
Bill. Thank you, Bill. So yeah, it was a group of like I think 3 people,
Oh,
and they were
is
going
it-
around and stealing Lego sets and all sorts of crazy stuff.
So Eater of the Clams said they were taking the minifigs out of bigger expensive sets and returning the sets to the stores.
Okay, it sounds about right. But
That's
all I know, I
wild.
saw it on TV, and it was like in Virginia, and they're stealing. It was like stealing Legos, is what it was. And I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy only in the fact that all this other stuff is going on. So now it's almost like you could confuse all of this, you know? It all bleeds together after a while. It's all Lego shit.
Yeah. LUS talked about the search warrant that was an arrest warrant in disguise. Thank you. I watched 2 videos by LUS, and he has been really great. His content is easy to follow, and I really enjoyed those videos. So I think I'll be listening to more this week because I really liked
Somebody
what he
was
had to
just
say.
referring to LUS's videos.
Yeah. Someone said that some First Amendment auditors are attention seekers. Yeah, I agree with
100%.
that.
100%. Yeah, because I watch a handful of them just at random. I don't like watch them all the time. But the one that I liked was, remember the guy? He was like from New Jersey or New York. I can't remember his name now, but his I thought were the best videos in terms of First Amendment auditors. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah. So Jeffrey Wilson says the Lego ring happened in Fairfax County near where he lives. So yeah, I knew it was like pretty close by to us. Any other good comments, Heather? I'm going to read our super chat from a couple of people.
Oh, please do.
Nailhead says, thank you. I've been invested in this story for a multitude of reasons. Nailhead, that's great.
Oh, wow. No, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. No, we appreciate it. That's great to to know that, you know, there are people out there invested in this, and for whatever reason that might be. I think for us, it's one, we watched Ben just like everybody else, and we just are like, oh my God, we're appalled at what happened. And now we're completely invested because we want to see him make it out in the end okay. We also want to see justice served. I mean, this is craziness what's happening. Zombie Monkey said, "Happy Father's Day, Chris, and to all the dads here tonight." Zombie Monkey, thank you,
that's
dude.
so
I really
nice.
appreciate it. It was a great Father's Day. I posted on my, I got to post on Instagram, but I got to post on, or I posted on Facebook, all the wonderful things that Heather and my son got for me, and I'm just shocked. I did not expect to get anything for Father's Day, but you guys just like. You got me all the Guar figures. You got me a little Krite from Critters.
Yeah, that was incredibly hard to do, by the way.
I can imagine, because you got everything. All that stuff came from that convention.
Yeah.
I don't know how I mean, I was thinking about that today. It's funny you're bringing that up because it was hard. You said it was hard to do.
Yeah, because Chris doesn't leave my side. He'd literally crawl up my butt if I let him.
Well, you're my little kid, you know? But I remember you kind of swatting me away a couple of times. You're like, oh, yeah, you should go to the car. And I would go to the car, and then I wouldn't be able to find you. I'm like, where are you guys?
No, the bathroom. Didn't you have to go to the bathroom?
I went to the bathroom. Yes, I went to the bathroom.
I told you I had to go to the bathroom, and then you ended up in the same room that I was in as I was buying the figures, and then you called me over. You called my phone, and I was like, where are you? You were like, come over here. And I was like, where are you? And I looked over. I'm like, fuck. So I had to like throw... It was the Guar figures. I threw them to the kid behind the cash register.
Oh my God.
And I was like, hold these for me, please. And then I ran over to you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so sorry. I made it really hard
You
for
should be.
Okay, let's read some more comments here.
So the real Nick Hertz said, sorry if you guys already covered this, but have you come across the bricks and minifigs versus last relic situation?
Yeah.
So gross. Yes.
That is awful. And I really want to talk to that guy.
Yeah.
He seems like a real good dude too. I like his content. I like what he has to say. But I would love to talk to him about everything because he went through a whole load of shit. And that's the thing about this story is that, you know, as more, I guess, or more, as time goes on, more information comes out and you're finding out about all this crazy stuff aside from the law enforcement crazy part of it. Also, what's going on with bricks and minifigs and what they're willing to do. The pettiness is crazy. You know, when they had that protest, they had signs. They said they were Mormons for Ben.
Yes. Or against bricks and minifigs.
Something like that. Yeah, maybe it's Mormons against bricks and minifigs.
I almost called them mix and brinifigs. I need to go to bed.
But that was interesting to see that because where they are, it's a Mormon state.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see that because around here, I don't think it would mean as much coming from if they lived here versus that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
it
have
means
a good
more
point.
being there. Yeah, it means more.
We were reading statistics on like how big the Mormon population is in Utah, and there are some places where it's like 80%, and it's like, wow, that's a lot of people. But
well, go ahead.
It's interesting to me because I feel like it's great that they're pointing that out because I feel like the content that has come out between Reckless Benz as well as other people on the internet, including some of ours, we did bring up the Church of Latter-day Saints because
it was mentioned in the video.
Was mentioned in Reckless Ben's video, and there possibly being a link between bricks and minifigs and the police officers, and like with certain churches, you're supposed to donate X amount of money of your salary, right? It's like a percentage or something. Like it's sort of like expected.
Tithes. Yeah, like tithes.
But also like people donate to churches all the time outside of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, money makes people do like bad things.
Yeah.
So there was sort of this like air of mystery over it and like, could this really be a thing? So I like that there are people with those signs and they're like, hey, not all Mormons would be involved in this. We know right from wrong.
Like we're
right?
not all connected. You can't.
We're not.
In other words, just because we're Mormon doesn't mean we're on this. We're like working with bricks and minifigs.
Yeah, but at the same time, that doesn't necessarily mean there's no connection between bricks and minifigs and that police force, right?
Yeah.
So it sort of goes both ways, but I really liked that. I really liked it.
In a Disguise says BAM and AFPD being Mormon are giving the Mormon church a very bad reputation. And
yes,
and that's unfortunate because that doesn't really, I don't know, like I like to take, when I think about this now, I like to take the Mormon side out of it entirely.
Yeah.
I like to think that was a comment literally thrown in by Brian, where Brian says, hey Ben, be careful because all the Mormons are connected. I like to sort of like remove that part in hopes that it's not really like that, but
yeah,
it's hard to say. I mean, considering how crazy this thing has gotten.
I like that it was there. I really like that he brought it up because it's something I would never think of. But I think that it needs to be taken with a grain of salt. And I think, like, I would be interested to see if there might be some connections. And I think if this case actually, like, goes to trial, because a lot of people are saying, like, lawyers could potentially advise bricks and minifigs to just, like, fucking stop.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. You're saying the lawyer channel is saying that?
No, I don't know. I haven't seen very much content.
Well,
this
because
weekend,
the lawyer
but
channels,
I've seen it in a lot of comments.
the lawyer channels, they're for the most part, they're like, well, Reckless Ben should have just gotten a lawyer right out of the gate, or Brian should have gotten a lawyer right out of the gate and not gone through all the nonsense, right? They're saying that.
They say that, but they make a lawyer's salary. So to them, a lawyer might not be very expensive, but to average Joes, lawyers are incredibly expensive, hundreds of dollars an hour.
Bill, he says don't know because the police took orders from Josh, so probably a Mormon kind of thing going on there. Yeah, it definitely feels a little weird.
It does. So the question is it lack of training and stupidity, or is it the fact that they might know each other, but they're trying to, like, keep the fact that they know each other off the body cam?
That's a very good point, Heather. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. To act like we're really doing our job and we're trying to do the thing, but that's the guys, right? That's how they disguise the whole thing. Yeah. And underneath, they really know each other and they're bullshitting or something. Drew, you both are miss out on some great songs about bricks and minifigs, Brick by Hard Archive, and Brick and Minifigs Bush parody song by Zach Argyle. We will check them out. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I keep seeing people talking about songs.
Yeah. And
I think I caught a link the other day, but then, like, my page refreshed or something, and I was like, oh, it'll probably pop up some other time. So I'm screenshotting that, and we're gonna listen to some Bricks and Minifigs music.
So the colon, I think there were some comments about, like, how deep are we into this and things like that. They say, I only ask because I'm a member of the community that's very deep. We made spreadsheets covering the Lego and POS sales and a bunch of other finds. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
that's very interesting. They wanted to know if we were, like, surface level or if we're super deep dive, I guess.
So I would consider us more surface level. There's just so much content, but I've been loving. There's a Reddit page. I don't know the name of it right now. I have it bookmarked, but it's basically like a bunch of different documents that people have come up with, like armchair detectives. Is that what they call them?
Yeah,
when you're on the internet investigating.
Yeah, because remember there was that Netflix special,
Don't Fuck with Cats.
Yeah, that was the first one that I remember hearing that terminology being used. Yeah,
which is really neat. But I find it very interesting, and I'm curious, like, if anything that people outside of the cases dig up could potentially be used in court. I'm very eager, and listen, I would love to know more about that. If you would like to get in touch and share some of that knowledge with us, we're always willing to learn. And this has been so much, I will use the word fun. I don't like using the word fun because it's gotten very serious, but it truly has been fun for us to watch how this is unfolding and see all of the different personalities in these cases. The corrupt police department, like, that's fucking insane. Ben, and like how headstrong he is and how quirky, and just how he's handling all this has been very interesting for me to watch. And
making it as, and also adding the entertaining element to it.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a big part of all this.
It is.
You know, anybody could have just made a video and put out data, and it was just the data drop of here's what's going on, but he made it in such a way, like I said,
people can't look away.
Exactly. You know what it's very similar to, and I hate to say this.
A car crash.
No, it's very similar to Tiger King.
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of in a way. It's like that kind of a story. I mean, Tiger King, there was a lot of tragedy in it, especially for the animals. But it's one of those things where as you're watching it, you're just like, what the fuck is going to happen next?
Yeah.
Like, what else could happen here? And then something else happens. You're like, oh my God, what else could happen here? Because I remember a part of that Tiger King thing is when the woman, I think she lost an arm. Was it the woman that lost an arm, I think? Somebody lost an arm, if I remember correctly. And when that happened, you and I looked at each other like, what? We couldn't believe what was going on. It was like, this is insane.
The thing before was so crazy, and it's like, they can't, like, it cannot
get top this.
Crazier.
Yeah, and so far, every single video he's released
is fucking insane.
It's topped.
Yeah.
And so, oh, by the way, they're making a Tiger King 2. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, a thing came up the other day.
No, that came out too long
ago. Let me read
ago.
through...
I have some comments.
Well, Colin's comments. I want to read through Colin's comments because he's saying all sorts of crazy stuff here. Not crazy stuff, good stuff. So, like, it's beyond confirmed that Josh, or Ammon, I always say Ammon. Josh and Brandon all served as missionaries together.
Yes.
Josh and Ammon both worked at Legally Mine up until 2021. You knew a lot about that. You talked a lot about that previously. Josh goes and does his own grift with Fortress. The BAM map. Plus, Josh was high up in the Mormon community.
Yes.
Okay. Bill said that. Website, you'll find some fun things there. So the BAM map apparently is a website. So make sure you record that. We could take a look at that. Absolutely. Yeah, it definitely seems like there's some ties here. Maybe not necessarily with just the, I don't know, not with all Mormons. Like, it's not a blanketed thing, but I guess maybe the local Mormons there. But I mean, I hate to say that. We actually got comments sort of attacking us for saying it. And we're like, whoa. We're just repeating what was said in Ben's video. Don't come and yell at us. We didn't investigate this and figure this out. We're talking about what happened. And we're sort of, talking just what our thoughts were on the whole thing. And that person got very mad. Yeah. And the thing is, our channel has never been like a channel to discuss religion or politics.
No, those are the two things growing up
we are flying,
that I was taught do not ever discuss with anybody.
Well, with this story, we're constantly flying very close to the sun.
Yeah.
You never know what the fuck we're going to talk about next with this story. It gets crazy.
I got a couple. Can I read them? Because I'm way behind.
Yeah.
Okay. Nailhead said, the two things to say are, I want a lawyer and am I free to go? In a Disguise said, most people don't know their civil rights and don't know when police are violating them. That is very true.
True.
Kevin Tweedy, or it might be Kevin T. Weedy. I'm so sorry, Kevin. I'll call him Kevin. Cuomo was so arrogant, thinking he is so much better than Ben, but Ben's viewership is way more. Cuomo was jealous, I think.
Well, that's normal from the Cuomos.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
That way.
A lot of people like tuned into it, and they were like, only Reckless Ben could make me tune into a Cuomo podcast.
Yeah, right. I know, right? That's the only reason why we would ever watch or listen to anything that Chris Cuomo had to say.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
Oh, God. Taro Your Way said, if Joshua gets any money, is he getting heroin? I don't know how to answer that, but
we don't know any facts based
No.
there, so it's hard
But
for us to say anything about that.
I like that comment. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Ben has a criminal lawyer, not sure about civil lawyers. Yes. So that was confirmed. Who was that confirmed by? I know his friend on the channel name is escaping me now, but he mentioned that Ben had lawyers. And did Ben himself confirm that he had a lawyer? I think he did.
I don't know. I don't remember. I remember it was confirmed through a podcast. But I don't remember. That's the problem with this is that
there's so much
in it. I'm like beaten down by it. Just all the data and all the videos that we watch.
It's a whole lot.
It's very overwhelming. I feel like we're doing pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah.
It was a woman that lost an arm to the tiger. She kept working there. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's so insane.
That is insane. I can't believe it. My coworker who's been deep diving into BAM said she's waiting for this documentary. That's Jess says that. Yeah, I really honestly think that at some point this Ludwig Pig is saying, was it Sheldon? Did Sheldon say he got a lawyer?
You know what? Sheldon did. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it was Sheldon.
Sheldon said that. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Thank you so much. I was like, man, I forget who even said that.
Yeah. Lawyers are confirmed on the court dockets. There you go. Thank you, Christopher Jensen.
Thank you.
Yep. There you go.
You guys hear about the guy who's trying to intervene to remove the TRO as an outsider? No, not at all. Frank Sinatra said that. I mean, I don't think it's the Frank Sinatra.
Hey, it could be.
Maybe.
Frank Sinatra III. Ben mentioned his lawyers on the Cuomo interview. So I guess.
Okay,
lots of that's popping up, yeah.
A couple things. Okay, good. Thank you.
Let's see.
Toby has a Lego Expo in New Zealand on July 10th. And he said it would be funny if Ben sold his We Steal from Old People t-shirts there.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, he could do it there, couldn't he? I mean, I guess.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
A Lego theft ring was busted in Arlington, Texas 3 days ago. Wow.
So the colon has like an incredible insight and a bunch of information here.
I've been seeing a lot of comments.
Some of these comments because it's just overwhelming the amount of data that he's given.
And I'll read these when
he says, doesn't matter who said it. His lawyers filed appearances on the criminal case, and they are fucking killers. Ooh. So that means that they're great. That's fantastic. Like to hear that. Okay, so the TRO is an outsider remover. Is literally like a crazy dude that's making a law AI website. Oh no!
Oh my!
That's the problem I have with this is that being that it's so big, you're gonna have a lot of wackadoos jump in the middle of this and doing really bizarre and crazy things. That's the real scary part about this in some capacity, you know. I get a little concernicus about the crazy people out there. Ben lawyer has filed with court. Okay, thank you, Scott WD. Okay, there's like conversations happening here. It's the motion. It's on the Reddit channel where all the nerds put everything up. So apparently the Reddit channel you're talking about, there must be all sorts of data there. What are you laughing about? You look like you're smiling. What do you got?
Yeah, Nailhead left a really fun comment. So this is really funny, and this is where my head went to, Nailhead. So they said, I have been making up BAM parody songs in my head. One is a derivative of Barracuda, and the other is No Fraud in Utah. But here's where my head was the same as his. Sorry, I'm assuming that you're a he, but I'm not sure. So theirs. No Fraud in Utah, set to No Sleep Till Brooklyn.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That would be a great act.
Would be.
Yeah, that's a great parody.
You should make it, Nailhead.
It's a great parody.
Okay.
Cuomo diss at Ben was from a week before the interview. He was bitching that people following Chris's stories, not Ben. What's S/B?
Where is
People
that?
following SB. People SB following. That people SB following. What's SB?
Somebody
Okay. Is that what it means?
or someone?
Okay. Sorry.
Snapback.
is a snapback?
Gaming / online slang is a vulgar Chinese acronym used to call someone an idiot. Sports refers
Wow.
to a stolen base.
Should be.
Oh, okay, should be.
Good Lord, you went very deep. Was that through Google?
Yeah, that was
Oh
what
my
Google was
God.
telling me.
Oh my God. Slang terms and shit. Heather's coming up with all sorts of crazy shit.
Yeah, that was wild.
Thank you. I have a friend who texts me or messages me, and he sort of breaks like things down in his like wording.
Uh-huh.
And most of the time I'm reading it, I'm like, what the fuck is he saying? I have to like go and Google it. You know what I mean?
And then
like,
at the time you're still confused
almost
because
like-
it spits out 25 things like that just
yeah,
did.
yeah. It's like when you're in a conversation, people are using acronyms and you're just like, what the fuck are they talking about? I don't know what this acronym means. Got to go search for it.
Yeah.
Eagle Dog got beat up by the Utah law enforcement several days ago. He did an accounting of BAM showing no profit in the last 5 years of reporting. Thank you, Taro, your way. So yeah, that's, I was talking about that a little bit earlier. What a disaster that is. I mean, this guy got the shit beat out of him. And I'm telling you, Heather, his eyes, he looks like he has a concussion when he's making that video. It's not, something's not right. Yeah, it freaked me out a little bit because I watched that video first of him after he's beat up because I didn't understand what it was. By the way, the video was posted in the Bricks and Minifigs We Steal from Old People group on Facebook, which is a great group. Highly recommend going and joining that. It was posted there, so I didn't know what it was about. I just happened to see the guy's face. I was like, okay, what's this? Opened it, and then he explained, what happened. I went back and watched his old videos, and it's like two different guys. It's like after he's beat up, it's like they made him into a different guy. Like he's that worn out and beat up. It's
That's
awful.
horrible.
Yes, it is. Oh my God, it's fucking awful.
Wow.
He does seem a bit out there. I agree. Yeah, it just something wasn't right about it. I don't know. Something was not right. You got to open the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what we do here. We just like to we like to discuss things. We usually would discuss like Funko and stuff, but this time most recently we're talking about this, which is we're super like embedded in this and super interested in this, which is why we appreciate all of you guys coming here with all this great data. Nailhead, the colon, Taro your way, Ludwig Pig.
Hey.
You guys are great. Thank you for all the information. I know I missed names here of people who are here, but this is great. We're learning a little bit along the way as we, even during this conversation. Ben was just on stage at the Washington, D.C. Vans Warp Tour.
Was he?
Yeah, you know who played there? Guar.
Yeah.
And Guar, now there's a story going around about them, which is really aggravating.
Oh, God.
There's a story going around about them. Guar's one of my favorites of all time. I love Guar. Somebody the other day, like, talked shit and said, I can't believe Guar's your favorite band, but I love Guar. They're the best. Anyway, they killed the president, or make believe killed the president on stage. And that's what Guar does. I mean, they do that type of shit all the time. They kill everybody, right? Through special effects. And now the Secret Service went and like questioned them and talked to them. It's like really craziness, like crazy stuff. What is going on in this world, man? You can't even have a Guar show anymore?
Well.
Since when? All right, you got more comments?
No, I'm just reading.
Oh, okay. Let's see. The moral of the story is not to go to Utah, take 86 or 40 if traveling across the country. Yeah, we're actually traveling to San Diego Comic-Con. We're driving there from Maryland. I know it's insane, but we did it last year, had a blast. We're doing it again this year. And I will not be driving through Utah. We're definitely going to redirect ourselves so we don't end up there.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a part of our itinerary,
I don't
but
need
we
to be
would
arrested
be
while I'm
avoiding
in.
it.
I don't need to be arrested. If they see the Gastlecast sticker on the back of my car, I don't want to be pulled over at it. Right? Because they're going after little YouTube channels now. I just found out about this case 2 days ago, and excuse me, and have completely fallen down the rabbit hole. This is so crazy. Each channel I watch, I learn something new from. It's crazy how complicated this has gotten. That's from the Stitchy Studio, Erica Baker. 100% Erica. It's funny that you say that because some friends who aren't necessarily wrapped into this, in terms of like collectibles, that's kind of what got me wrapped into this. But friends who aren't into this stuff, into Lego or whatnot, I mention the story and they get totally involved and engrossed. This is one of those things where it's so far past what we normally here would talk about that this channel is actually evolving into something completely different. It's just not, it's not even what we started this channel out to be. It's changing, it feels like, day by day as we get more into this story. And frankly, I want to talk more about this type of stuff more than I want to talk about Funko products in the future. I just enjoy talking about this more. I love the rabbit hole. I can't wait to see where this goes. And I'm ready, Heather. I don't know how you're feeling about this. Ready for part 3.
Chris, get real.
Reckless Ben part 3, baby. I'm ready for that video. I know you all are. I want it. I want it. I want it hard. Did you see Lackluster's video where AFPD does a flying tackle at an innocent man in a parking lot?
No.
Can you record that,
wild.
please? Send me that message. Lackluster. I need to watch that. All hail Mulator. That's right. We got 4 of them in here right now, it feels like. The FDD is fun to go through. I've talked about it with a few people. It seems more as if they're trying to hide how much they really make, so they are not as attractive to sue. Interesting. Okay. So I know nothing about Funko. What are your favorites? Oh, my favorites. I guess if you're talking about my favorite Funko Pops. So they have a mascot named Freddy Funko, and Freddy Funko, they dress him up as other characters a lot, and they dress him up like my favorite Transformers characters: Grimlock, Optimus Prime, Megatron. Waiting for Starscream, but Optimus, Megatron, and Grimlock, Freddy Funkos are my favorite. My favorite Funko Pop maybe ever is Spider-Man, where he is jumping up and shooting his web. It's like a comic book variant. And I also love Starscream with his crown on from the Transformers 1986 film, one of my favorite films of all time. Love that Funko Pop. I think it's great. We have collected a lot of Funko Pop over the years. We've owned thousands of them at one point in time. We have slowly kind of broken our collection down to a more manageable size. I would say it's very manageable now. But they're great. And if you find your favorite character, go out and grab it. And that's why I love Funko, is that they literally make something for everybody.
Yeah.
Heather, favorite Funko Pop ever? If you could just say it, just toss coin up in the air.
I don't have one, but right now one that comes to mind is Walter White in his tidy whities.
Bingo bango. Ready to go, Heather. Okay. Wow, look at all these comments. Let's see. Been here since day one. Glad to watch it all topple. It's grown huge. It has Tomcat stats. It has. Or is it Tomcat's tats? I think it's Tomcat's tats. I said stats.
So I'm not going to lie. I have been very confused by their name because I'm like, does that mean they like cats a lot?
Ah, right.
Because we could be friends.
I've been here since the beginning of the Salem brick trials. Reckless Ben stuff started it. It's been an interesting ride. 100% agree with that. First player tokens. This is a month old. I'm still watching multi-hour live streams. Yes, my friend. Us too. I feel like anything that pops up on my feed, I'm watching it. Everything else is sort of taking a backseat at this point. Would you consider a toy brick pattern Ghastly?
Yes, absolutely.
Sure.
It would be a Bricks and Minifigs exclusive.
Absolutely, yeah. No. I was going to, no.
Prime
no.
example of him not listening.
I'm reading comments, Heather. But no, that would not be a Bricks and
Absolutely.
Not. I got involved when I realized the POS data was public and nobody was going through it. Oh, that's awesome. Good for you, the colon. That's fucking cool. He's on his knees, hands in the air, and the cops tackle him and starts punching him, and they tase him. That's awful. That's Arlen's T. Jean, I think is. So I hope I'm getting that right. But that's awful. Beating the shit out of people. That's crazy. They're just going around beating people up.
Yeah.
And so like now, there's like a group on Facebook dedicated to that police department and all the shitty things they do. I'm not a part of it yet, but I should go and join. I just have an interest in that. Shout out to BAM's Exhibit B May 28 filing. He sued the American Fork PD for tackling him in the Target parking lot. That comes from, God, there's so many comments. I'm trying to get through them. Hold on. That comes from Thurza Tum Tum. That's a very good name. That's, I like that name.
So do I.
The second the CRO releases Ben from releasing part 3, it needs to be available so everyone can download it and spread it before Ben gets shut down again.
Yes.
Genie out of the bottle at that point. 100% Spirit Warrior.
Oh, it says the second the TRO releases. I thought you said the second TRO. I was like, wait, there's two TROs.
The second that it really, we live in a time where a single person worth $1 gazillion. It's an age of the little guys. Is that 1 billion or one? Yeah, it's one, I don't know. It's an age of the little guys trying to survive versus big and powerful. That's the core of the story for me. Let's see. YouTube Terra is for entertainment purposes only. Speaker. Oh, okay. All right. Look at this. Tarot Your Way is actually doing tarot card reads.
That's
awesome. Cool. I've heard civil rights lawyers say he's going to release part 3 since BAM probably won't go after him. Oh, interesting. Yes, the officer tackles a guy who is on his knees in the parking lot. Then the other officers all jump in, start tasing him. The officer that made the tackle is the one who sees the phone. No shit. So that officer's back at it doing crazy shit. That's insane.
Cool.
That's insane. Is that your toe or is that the cat?
Sorry. I was rocking myself and I hit your leg.
No first player token. Civil rights lawyer is going to release his own 3-part because he's on part 2 in his. Yes. So that I'm excited about that, by the way. Yeah. I'm excited about that. I want to watch his stuff. I really like his videos. He's definitely my favorite. The civil rights lawyer is my favorite lawyer on YouTube when it comes to, because I watch his other videos now. He's great. I love all his stuff. His stuff is great. We need a Reckless Ben Gasly. I'm totally down with that. Let's go. I would totally do a Reckless Ben Gasly if he wanted to do it. He could wear his We Steal from Old People shirt. What do you think of that, Heather?
Yeah. Read the comment above that.
I've been enjoying the content more even though I've been subscribed for a few years. That's great. Thank you. That is really sweet of you to say that. I'm so glad to hear it. A lot of people hung on just because they like to hear Heather and I bullshit. But I like that you're down with the channel. So thank you. And you like to hear what we have to say. I really, really appreciate that. Dana McDuff's own words said that his son's involvement in BAM was losing money in court documents he filed. Yeah, so we made a video Friday where we were talking about, what was it, 25% to 35% loss for the small license, franchisees.
Yeah, that was just 2 of them that LUS spoke about. So
I can only imagine that they're hurting across the board.
Yeah, I don't know if all stores are hurting that much because that's a very significant.
It's very significant.
Loss.
Hell yeah.
But maybe there are some that are hurting more than that.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I said in that video, and I understand if people disagree with me. I feel for those franchisees who are caught in the middle of this because truthfully they are. They got into the business thinking all great things. They don't understand or know that BAM was going to end up turning ugly. We had friends that loved Bricks and Minifigs before all this. They loved it. And they would talk about going there. We've never been because we don't have one like close to us.
Yeah.
But we've always heard good things about it. And then this happens. And then you got these franchisees who are knee deep in it. And now all of a sudden, BAM sucks. They're the worst. And, franchisees, you better get out of it because the whole thing's falling apart. That's who I feel bad for here. I really do. It bothers me. I watch your channel from the Netherlands. Oh, this is Upside Down Photography. I watch your channel from the Netherlands because of your neutral view on the subject and the fact that you don't judge anyone beforehand. Keep up this good work and try to get someone from Ben's group on your podcast. I hope you answer my question. This is the first time I've responded to a podcast, and I don't know how Super Chat works, and that's okay. No. We read all comments. Super Chat is a great feature, and we love it, and we appreciate you guys for doing it. But we read all comments upside down, and thank you.
As many as we can.
As many as we can. I try to get through them and try to pull the ones that everybody's going to want to talk about and hear about. But I appreciate that. That comment is so sweet. A lot of sweet comments tonight. Means the world to us. We've been at this now for going on 9 years in August. So I feel like we're doing bigger and better things now than we've ever had. I don't know. I just feel really good about what we've been doing. Scott WD, just showing love for your pod. Is the art of you two a callback from back to Sunny and Cher? Oh, that's so funny. No,
it is funny. I didn't even know.
Heather, do you want to give them the story of how that even came to be?
Yeah. So we had just started our channel, and like a month or two into it, we were like, we should really get a logo, because we didn't have one. We didn't really know what to put like on our YouTube picture or anything. And we were at a Comic-Con in Baltimore, and there was this artist set up there, and his work is what sort of spoke to us, but his business card had sort of like a silhouette of like his face on there. And Chris immediately was like, that would be a cool logo, like our faces. And at the time I had this like asymmetrical haircut, and Chris always wore his hats backwards. Do you ever wear your hats backwards anymore?
Never.
And I had bigger glasses than I do now. I think they're still big. Are they still big?
They're same size. That's not a bad thing. You're like taking us like a slight.
It's a good thing that our teeth aren't visible, because that would be the entire logo.
Why am I being attacked? Why am I being attacked? I'm just saying your glasses are still big.
They are. Anyway, yeah, we just really liked that art. It's very simple and clean. And so I went on this, I'm making this entirely too long, but I went on Facebook and I was like, hey, do any of my friends do graphic design? I would like something designed. And one of my friends tagged this girl that I've known since like middle school or high school. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know she did graphic design. We just like knew who each other were, but we weren't really like close friends or anything. So I contacted her and she was like, oh yeah, I'll do it. And now she designed that logo, and she's like our main artist for Mischief Toys, our toy company.
Right. Yeah.
So
yep, Noelle.
Yep.
She's wonderful.
She is fantastic, and we wouldn't be where we are without her today.
100%. Mischief Toys will be nowhere without her. And the other wonderful artists that we have on board of our toy company, Mischief Toys, which is an independent toy company. If you've never heard of Mischief Toys before, go to mischieftoys.com and sign up for our newsletter. We got some really great things. We got apparel on there. We got figures on there, pins, and so forth. So go and check that out. And follow us on all forms of social media at Mischief Toys. And we have a group on Facebook called Mischief Toys Collectors. Also, there's a group on Facebook for Gastlecast as well, if you want to go and join it. It's Gastlecast We Hunt Together. If you're into collectibles, it's a great place. People help each other there. They go and help each other find different collectibles that they're looking for. And it's a lot of fun. And we've been doing that for quite a while too. It's had many years on it, that group. So go and check that out. Heather, do you see any new good comments that you'd like to read off?
I mean, there's a lot of really good wow, okay, my favorite comment. Listen, I am not ashamed to say I like to be buttered up.
Yeah.
Nailhead, thank you very much, said, I have a near perfect BS detector. The fact that I'm here speaks volumes.
Oh, that's really sweet.
That really means a lot. Thank you, Nailhead.
Yeah, I like to think that we are
you like to think? No, we are.
No. I like to think that we are like one of the more real YouTube channels out there. We used to play characters sometimes in our YouTube videos before we had a different format, but since we've kind of come to this format, you're really seeing Chris and Heather, which I I like it a lot better than being the characters that were being a screaming and hollering and being silly, you know.
Yeah.
And it just got tired. It got tired. I got tired of it after a while, I guess.
Yeah.
But thank you. That's really sweet of you to say that.
Yeah, that means a
Yeah.
lot.
Did you see the T-shirt Ben Gorman wore to Brick World yesterday?
No, I did not. I would love to see that.
Yes.
I have not. So I have been trying to stay off my phone as much as I can. It's sort of difficult to do because, well, one, it was Father's Day today, so all these text messages are coming through, right? Pictures of our family and stuff, and everyone's wishing. I'm in all these like family group chats, and everyone's wishing everybody else a happy Father's Day, even though we were all going to see each other anyway.
Yeah.
That was really fun. But most work is done on phones. So like we reply to comments on our phone, we like post for our business on our
Use
phone.
Shopify sometimes.
Yeah, Shopify on the phone. It's yeah. Gosh, I hate how much we are glued to these things.
If I were to buy Lego, I would inquire about ordering from Brick Ventures in California. They were BAM franchises who exited their franchise agreement because it contained stipulations that were unlawful to enforce in California. I know I already said that. No, that's interesting. Yeah, I wondered where could these franchisees end up going if they did not stick with Bricks and Minifigs. What would be their new home? And I don't know. You know, it'd be nice if there was some company out there, or maybe they all formed their own company, got out of these franchises, and did their own thing. That'd be wonderful to see that, because quite frankly, based off everything that I've seen and how all this has been going, there is no way in hell. I'm saying this now, Heather. There's no way in hell that Bricks and Minifigs could ever come back. It's just, it's impossible.
I don't think they could.
I mean, they would have to bring in a new CEO. They'd have to reformat the entire thing and prove to the community that it's a new company. I just don't even think that would work, honestly. I think they sunk their own battleship. They are fucked. And it hurts a lot of people. It doesn't even just hurt them, right? You also got to think about this. There are people out there who were a part of a community that was, you know, Bricks and Minifigs. They're part of this community. They go to the shop all the time. They made friends, you know, all these wonderful things that we do as collectors of things. And that's now been torn apart. The businesses that are run by mom and pops, that's torn apart. The people who work at these shops, that's torn apart for them. And it's just like the amount of damage it's done is just so much bigger, you know? We can sit here and say, oh, you know, we're seeing all these court things and all that, but there's all these very tiny morsels that are all sort of sprinkled into this thing, and all these people that are affected. And I think about them too. That bums me out in a really big way, you know? As much as we sit here and like to talk about the drama and, oh, ha, BAM sucks and this is why. And here, look what they did today. And look what Reckless Ben is doing today. I love covering that. Yeah. But I also have a part of me that's really like, it's fucked up. There's fucked up stuff going on.
It is. Yeah. It absolutely is. Yeah. And you and I are the type of people to sort of handle things, even the most like morbid, I would say, things, with some form of humor, just to try to bring some light into things.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if we didn't do that, I would be so angry and frustrated based off of just things that are going on in this case. And I have been.
Yeah.
But I would like dwell on it. I would be just like angry all the time. So I'm happy that Ben's videos have sort of made it fun to follow, even though there's a lot of very serious stuff wrapped into this. I feel like he's done a great job. I feel like he has a great sense of humor, and it just makes it feel a little more light when you're watching it.
Yes.
Although it doesn't take away from the seriousness of the things that are going on.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Yeah. Like I emotionally feel better than I feel like I would if it were presented in a different way.
Right. And channel. No, I totally understand totally get it. I guess what I'm saying is that I don't think there's any way of changing any of this. Right. In other words, looking at BAM any differently. I don't believe at this point there's anything that could be done, even if you did change it. If the possibility of changing the CEO and the COO, if there was a possibility of doing so, I don't even think that would help. But I guess is my point.
Bill said, Ammon reminds me of the atypical TV or movie criminal who doesn't realize that they're a criminal.
Right.
So what's interesting about them is they like pretend they're fucking stupid all the time.
Yeah.
Like, or maybe I think I probably said that wrong. I think they feel like the people around them are stupid. I
Right.
guess is like they sort of play dumb.
And that's the worst thing about it, right?
When they're caught in the lies.
That's the worst thing about it is when you're talking to somebody and I've had interactions with people in the past. I actually had a friend that I always hoped that he would change and he would stop it, but he would bold-faced lie to me about things, about really stupid things.
Does their name start with a J?
No, but he would bold-faced lie to me about things, and he used to bother the crap out of me because I'm thinking, dude, do you really think I'm so stupid that I'll believe this bullshit that you're telling me?
I think I know.
You know, it would really, really bother me a lot. I hated that. So Pop King Paul, now Lego, consignment ate it. Harry Selden says 100%. Yeah. Pop King Paul was another, I mean, not the same story, obviously. This is way bigger, but Pop King Paul, man, a guy that I never thought would go down the road of screwing people over, and he did. And then he was sort of consigning things without people even knowing he's consigning things, which is weird. There's a lot of weirdness with that story. If you don't know what we're talking about, we have videos where we talk about Pop King Paul. You can go and check all that out. Really crazy story. That's a crazy story within itself. Some people are literally addicted to lying. Hulk says, yeah, 100%. I've met a couple of people like that, and it's, man, these folks are just ill. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that some people are like that. I absolutely hate it. 100% enjoy the realness far more than characters. It's got a point that I almost, it got to a point that I almost unsubscribed. I appreciate you saying that. Eclectic Dom. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. And I'm glad that we brought you back and we've come, full circle.
Yeah.
And we're back to doing good business and talking about situations like this one.
Yeah.
And I'm not just going to stop here. I think that there's more for us to discuss outside the reckless Ben, situation. I want to talk about deeper things.
Yeah, I got a question for you though.
Please.
No, not you.
Oh, for them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eclectic Dom. What if Freddie Funko was presenting this information to you right now? Or
And eating
old Huck?
cheese. Uh-huh.
Yeah, old Huck. God, that would be
Huck.
wild.
Like sniffing gold retriever butts. I thought PKP was going to be the biggest story in the collecting world this year, and here comes Ben saying, hold my beer.
Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
God, when that whole Pop King Paul thing spiked up, we just couldn't even believe the emails we were getting. And then, there's still people reaching out to us to connect with others.
Yeah.
That's become its own thing.
Yeah.
And that's getting bigger on its own. And I want to report on that when we have a better update.
Yeah.
Are there any U-Haul truck graphics that have used Lego?
I'm not quite sure what that
I'm confused by
what
that.
that means.
No,
Yeah,
but I know
sorry.
we're talking about the U-Haul with bricks and minifigs.
Yeah.
Okay. Clarify, Nailhead, because maybe we're just stupid. And you know what? Frankly, that's
Probably.
a possibility. I watched a video before this live stream of a different band franchise owner who was screwed over by Brandon and Josh. So that is that's
Ooh.
I think they're talking about the
Is that the
Lost Relic.
Lost Relic?
Yeah, so Lost
So Echo Base Network, a Star Wars channel, reported on that. Does that sound right? Will U-Haul redesign the Utah trucks in Lego brick outline?
That'd be awesome. Oops. Also want to say I'm glad to see the realness and value this content. Well, thank you, Dom.
Aw.
That's awesome of you.
Yeah, that was
wonderful
very nice.
comments, and I appreciate all of you guys' love. It really does mean a lot to us to hear that, because look, we sit in front of these cameras. We have 3 of them. We sit in front of these cameras almost daily and record this content, hoping that we're not speaking into the dark void of the camera and no one would hear it or see it or care about it. And being here live and talking to you kind of, not face to face, but face to screen. It's nice to hear that you guys enjoy it. So thank you. It means a lot. Really, it does. The U-Haul trucks usually have graphics to promote a specific state. Oh, I see. And so Utah's would be like a Lego.
So that is very fun. But why have I never noticed that?
You've
like
never
you would
noticed that?
imagine a Maryland would have a crab.
We never get Maryland though. We always get a different state.
Yeah, you're right.
Always. Like one time, I remember it being like
Arizona
and Alabama. Yeah,
we get the A states.
We get the A state. That's right.
I think we've had Texas, maybe.
Do you know how much good PR they would get with that?
For real.
Hell yeah, 100%.
Someone should do a Gastlecast set Lego MOC build.
Yeah, I love that. That'd be amazing. I really want to get in contact with Reckless Ben and make a Reckless Ben Ghastly. Let's go.
That'd be funny.
You know, because Funko, it takes a little while to get in with them, but with Mischief Toys, we can make that happen very quickly. And we can make a fun-ass box out of that, too. Because our boxes for our figures are really fun. They tell a story. And so with graphics. So we could tell a cool story.
I think we would need to have like an octagonal box.
With just everything?
Yeah, with everything.
With like police officers busting into a house.
With guns drawn.
A Lego set stacked on top of each other. Because you couldn't use bricks and minifigs. And you could use we steal from old people.
Yeah,
and so
bricks and minifigs is their tagline.
You could show an old person like, crying.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we could lace that
with
box
the piggy
up.
bank in his underpants.
You know what we could do? I would do it, and then it would be we could raise money with it.
You could.
Do you see? You raise money for everything that's going on. I would totally do it.
But with how long manufacturing takes, honestly, they're probably going to be past the court battles by the time manufactured vinyl could get in our hands.
We probably could speed run that one if we really wanted to.
I've tried speed running things.
Y'all know Relic says he doesn't sell Disney stuff because it's gay, right? No, I didn't know that. And he's still adamant that he's friends with one of the McNeffs. Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry. I don't know any of that. And I don't agree with the part about the Disney stuff because it's gay. I don't like that idea at all. I think that's awful for him to say or think that way. And frankly, we do charities every year for pride related things. So we are on a completely different spectrum than that guy, frankly. So that's awful to hear that that's all true. Y'all partially inspired me to make my own content. It's been fun seeing your journey. So I wanted to start my own. Dude, hell yeah. And look, that's part of what we're doing here. I love seeing people start their own channel and get going. I think that's great. And we're here for you, man. If you need anything, you let us know. We got you. We got your back. Okay, just a couple more comments, and then we're going to close up shop because I got to wake up early tomorrow. What are the new collections you're going to be dropping? We have something brand new coming up soon for Mischief Toys, and we're really excited about it. And we'll have an announcement probably this week. And we made a really fun promo.
We did make a very fun promo, but this week we do have something dropping.
Our Pride pins.
Yeah, they're actually our Pride-inspired pins. So this is Lovesick Ghastly. And our original Lovesick Ghastly was actually a t-shirt design for one of our Pride drops one year. I think it might have been our first Pride drop. We did like a translucent Ghastly, and he's like rainbow colored, which he's stunning. But Lovesick was on a black t-shirt, and it was Ghastly, and he was like vomiting a rainbow. Like he's so filled with love, it's just coming out of him. So we actually designed a figure where it mirrors that. And so this is based off of that figure. He has like stuff coming out of his mouth, and this is a throwback to our original pins, which is what got us started as a toy company. So we created some enamel pin sets of our character Ghastly in these 4 colors, and we sold them, and it helped us to raise enough money to create the molds for our very first toy. So we've sort of been celebrating since our anniversary earlier this year with these different pin sets throughout the year. We actually just released one last week too.
We did, and that's a 50 count set, so be on the lookout for that
Yes.
on mischieftoys.com this week on Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right. It sucks that Relic lost his store, but it's much more of a story. Proves BAM picks people who are not necessarily great at business. Yeah, that's an awful thing too. But look, it doesn't seem like they're good at anything, as far as I can see.
Yeah.
Thurns Tum Tum is Bam Margera from Maryland. Actually, he is from Pennsylvania. And he says our accents are very much like his. That's true, actually. So we do have similar accents to Bam. I've noticed that, especially when we're in Philly. It sounds very similar.
Philly, when we go to, we love Philadelphia. It's only about an hour and a half from here, but it's very similar to like the Baltimore area.
Yeah, the accents are very different, or very similar. I found your channel from Bren Schneider stuff, but I love hearing you talk, so I stayed. Used to watch skate vids with Bam Margera. So funny story, I have always followed Bam's career since I was younger. I love the band Him. I have heartogram tattoos. He actually kind of inspired me to be me in a weird way. I used to be sort of like a little nerdy guy with glasses, and I kind of came out of my shell by seeing him just be him and be wild and be crazy and have fun. And yeah, Bam's great. Bam's really great. In fact, we wanted to do a deal with him with Mischief Toys, but boy, it's really hard like having a conversation with Bam. He's involved in so much. Disney gave Last Relic some cease and desist because he played Frozen in his Lego store. That is his grudge against Disney. Oh, okay. There's a lot of information about that. About the Lost Relic. I don't know much about him. All I knew is that he was on there talking about his former store.
Yeah, which was very interesting because it makes you like it's sort of just another part of why Bricks and Minifigs sucks. You know, it's sort of telling a very similar story to what the Gormans told. And so I appreciate that because you can say whatever you want on the internet, really. Will someone take legal action against you? Maybe, but most of the time, probably not.
Right.
So it sort of solidifies these stories that we are hearing. And there's a lot of evidence to back the Gorman story, right? We had like the footage from the security camera and everything, but I just really appreciate hearing more to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense.
Okay. Bill, did anyone see something that was written about a BAM store that basically was sucking up to corporate? Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah.
I also like one thing that's really riling people up is that the franchises are basically like they're apparently making statements that corporate has sort of told them to, like corporate is guiding, and people are like really upset about that because they're like, well, they're sort of just bending to corporate, blah blah blah. But I'm curious if there's anything in the contracts where it's like, you know, you must do as we say sort of thing, if we tell you to, or if people are so scared to speak out against corporate that they're just doing what corporate is saying to do.
Right.
So I personally don't take offense to any of the store owners making statements that sort of coincide what Bricks and Minifigs is actually saying.
Yeah.
If that makes any sort of sense.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Okay.
It makes you wonder how many people they have screwed. I'm sure a lot of people. It feels like it based off everything that we're seeing. They fucking nightmare. BAM has a pattern of behavior that suggests they would have very predatory business practices. Good night.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they
100%.
do.
Yep, 100%.
It's very interesting everything that we're learning, and specifically the interactions that we've seen with Ben and crew and even outside people with the people from BAM corporate, the CEO specifically,
Yeah.
like he's just a goofy guy. They're all very
It's wacky, man.
goofy.
It's wacky.
I really don't like the veiled threats where they're like, if we take you to court, you're gonna fucking lose.
I know. But I mean, that's consistent throughout the entire situation.
Yeah, it's horrible.
You're a kid. We're gonna beat you. You're nothing. And I think they looked at him like he's a prankster on YouTube. I keep saying this. He's a prankster on YouTube. He's nobody, and we're just going to bully him until he's gone and bully him into submission, not realizing that Reckless Ben is Reckless Ben, and he was going to see it through. And here we are. Bricks and Minifigs have met their match, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of where they are right now. And thank God, because I'm sure a lot of people over the years have rolled over to them, and they're just used to that.
Yeah.
We're going to legally destroy you. You don't want to do this. And a lot of people probably felt super threatened. They probably felt scared. What am I going to do? I'm sure that there are situations that we're not even aware of that are so incredibly ugly. I'm saying this is allegedly, but I bet you there's situations that are so incredibly ugly that are just worse than what we've heard so far. And I guarantee you they will come out. I honestly think that this is going to end up becoming a bigger thing in terms of a documentary.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that this could go out to like a Netflix or something. I'm telling you, this is just the very beginning of this. This is going to end up blowing up and becoming even more widespread, more than it is now, which would be hard to believe. But it is just becoming like the biggest thing. I mean, look how much we can talk about. We sat here now for hours talking about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been
Hours.
wild.
It has been wild.
It's been really wild.
But look, you guys are awesome, and we appreciate all of you for coming and hanging out with us. Obviously, I got a day job, unfortunately. I hate to break the news to you, but I got to wake up early tomorrow.
I do
Not
as
looking forward to
well.
that. Heather has packages to get out, so anybody who orders something last week, be on the lookout for all the new Mischief Toys things.
Yes.
And,
thank you, everybody.
Yeah, and again, I just want to close out by saying check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Gastlecast. Your support would mean the world to us. We would really appreciate that. If you like what you see here, you're going to love when you join up on Patreon, where we hang out every single month on a random Saturday night from about 9 p.m. for a few hours, typically chatting all things about collectibles, about stuff like this story, and much more. It's a really fun time. We end with a lot of laughter and very positive and energetic interactions that occur there. So go and check that out. And also check out our toy company, independent toy company called Mischief Toys, as we've talked about a little bit in this video. Follow us on all forms of social media at Mischief Toys, and go and check out mischieftoys.com and sign up for our newsletter. That way you'll know all the things that we are cooking up, all the mischief that we're making, and we want you to join up with us. Heather, do you have anything else to say for the night?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in. We appreciate all of your comments. You have been so wonderful. Additionally, if you guys have any videos you want to send our way, leave us comments. You can email us, gastlecast@gmail.com at any point in time. We love to hear from all of you. And also, we go live every single Sunday, sometime between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. And you can typically find that information on our Instagram at Gastlecast. So we would love to see you back here next week, because I am sure some crazy shit's going to be happening this week.
And despite what happens, within the world of all the things that we're talking about here and beyond, the only thing that I hope for is that everybody out there right now watching this, be good to each other, treat each other with respect, and love one another. Because I see so much hate in the fucking world.
Yeah.
That for me, it's like, I just want to see people come together. And that, when I talk about our Patreon, I don't mean to bleed this in, but in our Patreon calls, it's always like people are together, right? It's like this band of friends, like we're all grouped together.
It's
and
great.
It's something wonderful about that. And so I just hope all of you be good to each other all week long. We're going to have new content coming out for you each and every day. We are here with you, and we want to talk to you. And please comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the little bell. That way you'll know anytime we post brand new content. Thank you, everybody. We love you. And we'll see you back here next Sunday live once again. We'll see you very soon.
Bye.